Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, run!
Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Second and 2. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Johnson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
All right, let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington, 27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 65 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Jaguars 17. Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
For the Jaguars.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
They go play action now. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Hey, Ron!
Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. And he is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14.
24. Steelers 10.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Complete to Washington. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. The Steelers at 2-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes a quarterback look a whole lot better. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
These are 24.
Now Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rondale Moore, 49 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Lion,
and with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago. And that's taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jaguars 45, Steelers 38.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bouncing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, go!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 52, Steelers 38.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one.
Complete to Jalen Warren. A gain of 9 brings up second.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll try to pick it up himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Washington's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Steelers.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19 side, 7 Pirates, 18 Rebels, 60
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 45.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Lions. Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up, Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
198 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.